Page 2022. Next 3 days I'm going to spend studying SCMP. My checklist for SCMP is RTP, RTP, MTP1, MTP2, questions. Oh God. Let's go to my comment. Let's say 15 minutes. Or let's say 20 minutes. Let's do RTP because RTP is the first thing. And I'm going to put this on. And because they give at least chapters, so I can do the classification. Oh my God. Money is a motivation. Money is a conversation. We on vacation. We get paid. So, your vacation. Can afford a farm. Do which is who I am. Hey, 501 shots in the dark. My night clothes. The both eyes closed. Yeah. I rather death or dying. Never trying. One star. It's like balance cooker. KPI. Oh, that is key success factors. Key performance indicator. Yeah. Critical success factors, key performance indicators are the components of a balanced scorecard itself. Lifa. Hmm. 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 Standard costing. Nobody asked for budgetary basic. Yes. Hmm. Outlet. Outlet. Offset. Never ran. New job. Looking where we came from. Same sound. 150, 165. I'm gonna go for 3 hours buffer. The first session, 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Reasonable. Finish our tip. Oh my god. Oh, RTP. First question is on performance evaluation using return on investment and residual income. So basically, some company is there, and then it uses both the return on investment and residual income. What are you asking? Identify the reason for poor performance along with advice to improve the same. If the required rate of return at the company is 8%, then comment on the performance of divisions using residual income with the same set of information and compare it against your findings. In requirement A, state the benefit of using residual income. List major shortcomings of accounting profit, uh, return on investment, and residual income. Why Integrity Limited needs to use non-financial performance measures. Okay. The first thing in this question is that I'll start. Don't want to carry forward. So again, RTP question one. Third, oh no, maybe I'll do. So I'll do working note one table. Here I need to fill the table. Now I need to fill the table. I have the divisions. YY and then I have investment. Investment like get me rupees 4 crore. Settle me rupees 40 lakh. And then my revenue. Revenue is nothing. It is rupees 80 lakhs. Okay. Then rupees 60 lakhs. They give me income. Income is nothing. Rupees 8 lakhs. Rupees 6 lakhs. And they give me the profitability rate. Profitability rate is 5%. Profitability rate is based generally your income by your revenue. Yeah. Then they give me investment turnover. Now investment turnover, I will write in bracket. It is sales by investment, because in my experience of turnover ratios, even though turnover is the second word, turnover always comes in the numerator. Sales by and return on investment, which is called ROI, is your income by your investment. Okay, so investment turnover ratio, turnover is two times, and the return on investment is 12 times. So we need to fill in the blanks. So I have revenue here, I have investment here, I have profitability rate. Okay. So I have sales by investment is equal to 2 times. So X by 4 crore is equal to 2 times X by, so investment into 2 rupees 8 crore. Now profitability rate is 8 into 5%. It is 0.4 crore equal to 40 lakhs rupees. 40 lakhs. And next, what return on investment? Income 40 divided by 400, 10%. Next is their profitability rate is 8 by 80, 10%. And sales by investment revenue 80 divided by 40, then 2 times. And return on investment is income divided by investment, 8 divided by 40, 20%. Next is they give me okay, I can find the profitability rate. It is income 6 divided by 60%, again 10%. I don't have investment return on investment. So my return was 6 divided by 12%, rupees 50 lakh. Investment turnover is sales 60 by 1.2 times. Yeah. So I filled out the table. Now I need to actually answer the question. So identify the reason for poor performance along with advice to improve the same. Identify reason for poor performance. Okay, so first I need to see that there is poor performance. Then for that I need to read the question. No? So you're engaged in manufacturing of all types of stuff, pipes and all, and sanitary fittings. These three businesses, that is pump, pipe and fittings, are managed separately in as distinct investment sectors. Okay, so those three businesses are in these three divisions. Since the performance evaluation of divisional head and employees working under him or her is linked with this performance, yeah, okay. Hence, divisional head as well as employees are trying their level best to improve the ROI. Okay. So Integrity Limited in recent fiscal only started a practice of thorough component-wise profitability and investment turnover analysis. Okay. Analysis of ROI so that appropriate corrective measures can be applied. Management of Integrity Limited is of the firm belief that ROI is the best used performance measurement tool. Hence, they completely ignore the newly appointed CFO's advice to use RI in addition to some non-financial performance measures for the performance evaluation. A CFO also said accounting profit has its own set of limitations, but the board is not convinced with this remark too. Yeah, we should take economic profit. Identify the reason for poor performance along with advice to improve the same. Okay. But you have 10% return on investment. No, where is poor performance? I think it's good performance. Let's let us see how they've answered the question. No, no, no. Smart way would be this. First they've asked to identify. Now, check on my answers are correct. There, that's my working mode. Now what have they written? Advice. Division Y. Considering ROI, division Y outperforms division N. Correct. And G. The reason for the better relative performance of division Y is the high rate of profitability, that is 10%, as well as high investment turnover, that is 2 times. Mm. G, despite having a of turnover rotation of 2 times to its investment at par to division Y, able to generate a return on investment half rate, only half a rate to division Y because of poor profitability rate. Okay. Hence, GG needs to focus on value chain, either to enhance price by high perceived value to customers or reduction in cost by eliminating non-value added activities and features to enhance the profitability. Hence, NN, despite having a profitability rate of 10% at par with division Y, able to generate a return on investment of 60%. What? And despite having a profitability rate of 10%, able to generate a return on 60%? Level 2 division Y because of poor investment turnover of 2 times. Hence, division needs to focus on marketing mix as well as strategic timing of investments. Value chain to enhance price by perceived value to customers or a reduction in cost by eliminating non-value added activities. Oh, yeah. So let's see. This is actually one. Don't get it twisted on. Reason for poor performance and advice. So how I will write GG is better than. No, sorry. I will say YY is better than GG and ROI is greater. That's right. So right, ROI 20% greater than ROI 10%, ROI 12%. Then this is because because of YY greater profitability rate than GG, right? And YY having greater investment turnover ratio than NN. Yes. Now go to GNN. NN. NN is having return on investment lesser than YY and RO and investment turnover, sales turnover lesser. So when sales turnover lesser, what you need to do is you need to improve the marketing mix and you need to do research and development to improve the marketing mix. Is that what he says? To improve the marketing mix. to improve the marketing mix. So the strategic timing of investments. Okay, good one. Then next is GG. GG has the lowest ROI and that's the lowest profitability rate. So profitability rate when it is low, you do value chain analysis and see which areas in the value chain can be improved to improve efficiency or can reduce costs. Good, fine. That's it. First answer is done. First answer is done. Let us see who has participated so far. Oh, nobody. Present. That's okay. I'll keep moving. I'm usually is one about perseverance. If the required rate of return at Integrity Limited is 8%, then comment on the performance of the divisions using residual income with the same set of information and compare it against your findings in the above. Okay. So first I will calculate residual income. Again, I have to do table. I know that in the answer in the RTP they have not done table, but I'll do it anyway. Residual income, right? So, okay. So I will take the investment again. It is rupees 4 CR, rupees 40 lakh, and rupees 50 lakh. And let's say required rate of return 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%. Therefore, E into E. 4 threes are 4 eights are 32. 4 into 8%. 32 lakh, 2 lakh, let's say 3.2 lakh. It's a 40, let's say 4 lakh. 4 lakh and return and income equal to rupees 40 lakh, rupees 8 lakh, rupees 6 lakh. Therefore, residual income is equal to C minus C. Rupees 8 lakh. 8 minus 3.2, 4.8 lakh, rupees 4.8 lakh, rupees 2 lakh, rupees 2 lakh. Okay, now comment, comment. You can comment one by one. This was the first one I had commented on. Why? It had the largest return on investment, but when you look at RI, the it is lesser than GG. Mhm. This is because GG has higher size because it has higher greater investment, therefore greater income, even though profitability rate is lower. And so I'll write that. So basically a GG and an index covered over there. Since is quite similar, investment is lower. So even though investment of YY is lower than investment of NN, the income generated from YY is higher than income generated from NN because the profitability rates are both the same. Therefore, the residual income is the same. Is increased. That is okay. distribution over the predetermined organized white minimum hurdle rate or the investment controllable by the divisional manager. So higher the residual income means better the investment sector. Considering RI, the best performing division is GG. That generated the residual income of 8 lakhs, followed by YY, and then N. Residual income is an absolute measure, largely impacted by the size of the division in terms of investment made and managed by it. Hence, despite being the best performing performer of YY, terms of ROI, uh, it's less residual income. GG. Greater measure ROI is the absolute measure. Yes. Benefits of using RI. Okay. If residual income is used to measure the managerial performance of investment sectors, there is a greater probability that managers will be encouraged to, when acting in their own best interest, also to act in the best interest of the company. The residual income is used, managers will be encouraged to act in their own interest and in the interest of the company. Shortcomings of ROI and RI. While calculating the accounting profit, the cost of equity capital is ignored, unlike cost of debt. Like the cost of debt, a company can generate wealth only when it earns the return in excess of the return required by by providers of capital, which includes both equity and debt. But debt is ignored. Who says equity is ignored? Accounting profits can easily be distorted by the manipulative choices of the accounting policies. Accounting profit is a short-term measure apart from being historical in nature. It ignores the longer perspective from the purview of the organization as a whole. ROI leads to a lack of goal congruence. RI, being an absolute measure, is not capable to be used as a tool for making the comparison between the divisional performance of different sizes. Okay. And lastly, what is the question? Why Integrity Limited needs to use non-financial measures? Okay. Cost. Since financial performance measures such as return on investment are profit oriented and can inspire managers to become short term oriented, but the strategy needs to be sustainable apart from being just profitable. Hence, in order to overcome the inadequacy and unjustifiable nature of financial performance indicators, non financial performance indicators need also to be applied. Non-financial performance indicators are sustainable action-based indicators. For example, employee training will increase the profit and let them feel empowered. Putting effort into research and development will result in high brand image and high intellectual property right. What? So they're saying that since financial performance measures such as return, so if this comes in, why do they need to use non-performance measures? I need to know that. So since ROI and RI are short-term profit-oriented and can inspire managers to be short-term oriented, but the strategy needs to be sustainable for apart from just being profitable. Which in order to overcome the inadequacy and unjustifiable nature of the financial performance indicators, non-financial performance indicators also have to be applied. So non-financial performance indicators are sustainable action-based indicators. Oh, that's the word. Sustainable action-based indicators. Okay. Hmm. I thought related, no? Very stuff. Sustainable non-financial performance indicators are sustainable action-based indicators. Where inside the brain, let it go. Sustainable action-based indicators. Okay, let's go. Sustainable action-based indicators For example, employee training will increase the profit and let them feel empowered. Putting effort into research and development will result in a high brand image and intellectual property right. Yeah. Sustainable action based indicators. Okay, done. I'm not going to write that down because when I read it. And now let me go to I see. No, not this. I need I need SCMP notes to download. Yes. Oh, then my I need to open it in Google Chrome. Hey, let us go to page number 97 and read theory so that as per Atul Agarwal, we just need to copy paste the theory and can't copy paste either. Leave all this, leave all this, leave all this, leave all this. What theory is there for ROI? All this I know, all this I know, all this I know. First line only I need to know. Return on investment expresses divisional profit as a percentage of assets employed in the division. ROI expresses divisional profit as that's it. Yeah. RI to promote goal congruence, residual income can be used to measure performance. So the in the disadvantage of RI is it does not promote goal congruence. Residual income has a disadvantage of being an absolute measure. It is difficult to compare performance of two divisions of different sizes based on residual income. Okay. So residual income is an absolute measure. That is its disadvantage. You cannot compare two divisions. Where ROI you can compare two divisions, but it does not lead to the promotion of goal congruence. It will have by using ROI there will be a lack of goal congruence. That next question. So I will say this is a very easy question. Just need to know investment. Any turnover ratio, sales comes in the numerator. That is the remember. This is easy question. Next question. Environmental management accounting. Pretty sure this came as question number one. What are the questions? So I'm going to read out question number two, and there, what are they asking? Evaluate the belief of the new CEO of SPM. Mhm. Comment on the current pattern of allocation of environmental cost pertaining to cadmium emissions at the SGL in in cost regard to cost of product produced by SGL. Advise the better approach with cost accounting system should adopt. Prepare the common size environmental cost statement for the immediate previous year at SGL as per the classification suggested by Hansen and Mendoza. To equip Hansen and Mendoza to equip the management for comparison over the period. Briefly analyze the environment's cost structure with a piece of advice for the management. Okay. I- So SY Industries operates in two different lines of business. One is Paper Mart (SPM) and the other is SGL Glass Limited. Okay, Paper Mart and Glass Limited, SPM and SGL. SPM is a paper manufacturer. We have different sizes that has obtained some class ISO classification in environmental management system, some certification a couple of years ago. The CEO of the SPM was committed to environment cost accounting, cost management. At his superannuation, the new CEO replaced him, who believes apart from avoiding the legal consequences, there is no sensible reason for considering SPM hardly practice the requirement contained in the standards. Afterwards, it seems they obtained the certificate to fulfill the legal requirements. SGL, being the manufacturer of glasses, uses and hence releases cadmium, which is very toxic for the kidneys as per the WHO, in the red ruby glass. Okay, okay. At SGL, only red glass is responsible for all its cadmium emissions, but the cost accounting system allocated a portion of this cost to all the products. The turnover of SGL during the immediate previous year was 248 crore, which was around 17% higher than it was a year ago. During the immediate previous year, the SGL at SGL the cost of this. Oh, okay, this is the different types of cost: bad cost, good cost, cost of bad quality, cost of good quality. Let's see. Appraisal cost, appraisal cost, internal failure cost, external failure cost, cost of prevention, appraisal cost, internal failure cost, external failure cost. During the immediate previous year at SGL, the cost of disposing the toxic material was 82 lakhs. Cost of recycling the products and scrap was this much, and this much was formulating organizational policy. Proceeding uh, on cost of committee responsible for environmental certifications and formulating organizational policy was 24 lakhs, which includes 2 lakhs fees to renew certification and 3 lakhs for boarding. Okay. Boarding of inspection team who made visit prior to renewing the environment clearance certificate. Environment monitoring and employee training regarding the environmental safety cost was 37 lakhs and 8 lakhs respectively. Monitoring cost includes the audit fees of 2 lakhs. Inspection costs aside inside SGL to ensure compliance to environmental standards and their own policy matter 7 lakhs. During the immediate previous year, a penalty order of 75 lakhs passed by the adjudicating authority against SGL for cadmium emissions beyond allowed limit by the regulator. Against this order, SGL made an appeal. Appellate authority upheld the order of the adjudicating authority but reduced the penalty to 40%. Okay. Evaluate the belief of the new CEO. I would say that the belief of the new CEO is not correct because it is environmental management accounting the theory, right? It's very important. Yeah. Then benefits. Comment on the current pattern of allocation of environmental cost pertaining to cadmium emissions at SGL in regard to the cost of product by SGL. Advise the better approach which cost accounting should adopt. Okay. Prepare a common size environmental cost statement for the immediate previous year at SGL as per the classification such as by Hansen and Mendoza. Oh, okay. Equip management for comparison over the period. Briefly analyze the environmental cost structure with a piece of advice for management. Yes, yes. So Hansen and Mendoza. I think environmental management accounting came in where EMA. I wrote it down. Yeah. It's in cost management techniques, page 60. Yes, sir. So you need to write the entire theory of response. Let me read this one. Environmental costs. Wow. There's a lot of theory for this one. Another. So environmental management accounting is the process of collection and analysis of information relating to environmental cost for internal decision making. Fair enough. So EMI identifies cost of environment related activities and seeks to control these costs. Mhm. Areas of application of EMI: product pricing, budgeting, investment appraisal, and setting performance targets. Classification of environmental cost. As per Hansen and Mendoza, so there are environment prevention costs, there are environment appraisal costs, there are environment internal failure cost, and there's environment external failure cost. Then now you have to write the explanation for each. So start out the answer by environment management accounting is the process of identification of environmental cost and managing those costs. That is the first one. Next. No. You are. You are.
Why you particularly you won't order? Eh? 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 Why? Why? Okay, what do you want?
Sambar rice.
Sambar from this page. Hmm? Don't order from bowl company. Make enough
No.
toothpaste. 40,000. But I don't know, I'm not sure whether it is.
You have to choose the Panduranga Nagar one.
30 minutes in JP Nagar. How do you know where it's Panduranga?
Click on JP Nagar.
Bilakkahalli, Panduranga. So that one. Okay?
That is this one. Panduranga Nagar. Banagata Road.
Oh. Okay, so here, what do you have? North Indian meals?
No. Sambar
Chapati
rice.
with kurma, mini lunch.
No. Sambar rice.
Sambar rice.
Hmm.
It's good. I like it.
Huh?
I like it.
Yes, rice and sambar.
Hmm?
Rice and sambar.
Olha, olha, chapati kurma.
Oh, and you know what?
Olha. Ela, Saka, Mama, Malay, Jane.
What?
Everything okay? You're checking that? Huh? Huh? At that time of this,
What I, it's what I always do.
Hmm. The what was it? What delivery? Oh, like it. You ordered from your phone. Are you sure? Is she here? Introducing GTT, Good Till Triggered Orders. Let's see what GTT is. I am happy to announce long-awaited feature GTC, but even better GTT. GTC or Good Till Cancelled orders are orders that are valid until cancelled. They are most commonly used for placing a long-term stop loss on a target order. Offering this has been a challenge because exchanges in India don't support this feature. All pending orders are cancelled by the exchange at the end of every trading day. The few brokers who do offer GTC essentially replace all the pending orders which were cancelled by exchange once again on the next trading day. This is not a scalable solution. We have developed an innovative alternative to GTC that offers all of its features and more. Not only can you place a single leg triggers to enter or exit stock holdings until your price condition is met, but you can also simultaneously place target and stop loss. OCOO1 cancel others for your holdings. You place single leg triggers to enter or exit stock holdings. Okay. Creating DTT. On Kite Web, click on the context menu, Market Watch Holdings or Positions. Create a GTT option. On Kite Mobile, click on any script and click on Create GTT on the right. Types of GTT. Buy GTT. Buy GTT can be used to creating triggers to buy stocks for delivery. When the trigger price is hit, buy order with the entered limit price is placed on the exchange. Consider the example in the main. Current price of Reliance 14,853. Trigger price 1500. Limit price 1505. In this example, the trigger price of 1500 is hit on the exchange. A limit buy order and the trigger price of 1500 is hit on the exchange. A limit buy order of 1505. Since the limit price is greater than the market price, and the order behaves like a market order and executes at 1500. However, since this limit won't be filled at a price above 1505, reason for having a limit price higher than the trigger price is to ensure that the order is executed when triggered and doesn't stay pending and get cancelled. The limit order won't be filled at a price. Reason for having a limit price higher than the trigger price is to ensure that the order is executed when triggered and does not stay pending and get cancelled. So sell GTT. Sell GTT used to exit current stock holdings, either just a target order or both stop loss and target, where triggering of one will cancel the other. Sell GTT single. Consider the example in the image. Current price of Infosys is 785. Trigger price 799. Limit 799. In this example, if the limit price of 799 is hit on the exchange, a limit sell order at 799 is placed. This order will be executed if you have the stock in your demat account and a buyer is available. Sell GTT. One cancels the other. Consider the example in the image below. Current price of Infosys 785. Stop loss trigger 700. Stop loss limit price 700. Target trigger price 800. Target limit price 800. In this example, if either target price of 700 800 is set on the exchange, a limit sell order at the corresponding limit is placed. The corresponding limit. This order will be executed if you have the stock in your demat account and the buyer is available. The other trigger is transfer when one is hit. Using percentages to set triggers. You can also easily set your GTT triggers at any desired percentage points away from the LTP limit trigger price. Consider example in the image below. Present forces stop loss trigger price. Uh, you can simply change the percentage value below the trigger price field. Positive for target, negative for trigger price will automatically be set to that level. You only have to enter the limit price. Hmm. Did you buy whatever share you wanted to buy? Did you buy whatever share you wanted to buy? Yeah. You wanted to buy something yesterday. Huh? There's an article on LIC. Share price is down. Thank you.